Okay, before I get started, I'll show you what I'm talking about with this log jam. It's down here in front of this bridge. See it down there? Pretty good and shallow down in there, see? So right now, with that being said, conditions, big old log down there hung up on that beam on that bridge. So what's happening then, if you go over here, down underneath there where I was fishing, yesterday, if I can get up here, I dropped my dad burned phone. And what's got going on here? This log jam comes out a little bit. Okay, it's kind of shallow. Way out there you can see it's river down real low. That log jam there, if you follow, if you can look on this camera good enough, see a seam. And you can actually see from where I'm standing, maybe not on this camera, you can see where there's light bottom over there. And all of a sudden it gets dark. Right where that seam is too. Flow, it's deep water going all the way down around this little pocket, real deep. What's going on is, I suspect what I've been learning over the years and what here recently, this little deep portion of water, little pocket if you want to call it that, it comes out big enough. A little stretch offers a couple advantages to the fish right now. The river's down real low. One, it's a holding spot. And the reason it's a good holding spot is it's got really well oxygenated water continually to come through. Pretty good flow. It's going to funnel all your bait coming down, continual flow of bait. And a nice little deep, cool spot, ambush point too, to fish to hold. This current break causes slack water where it gets deep. They around that break, about 5-6 feet off where it breaks, down deep. Crankbaits, lipless crankbaits I was catching them on. And pretty good area, textbook area, what you're being taught. Just convinced right now, hybrids are more nomadic fish. They migrate up and down, but this is going to be a holding spot until the river rises back up. Like I said, it offers too much what they need, what they want. Really well oxygenated water. A current break causes a seam and an eddy right next to very deep water. Continual flow of bait coming through from the current. Ambush point caused by the current break right next to the deep water. That's really key right there. I think you're going to be holding. Probably do pretty good today on hybrids, white bass, possibly some smallies if I really get after it. Go back and find the little areas and pockets like I do Stevens Creek. Lost 2 big ones today in Stevens Creek on a white fluke, 7-inch fluke, big ones. I mean, they were donkeys. And listen to what Matt England said. He had chatted me on Messenger, going over a few things. Oh, sometime back where I lost more than I landed that day. I would have caught 9 that day, only walked out with 5. Lost 4 big ones. I told him I thought it was due to operator error, if you will. Supposed to string up my new line on this reel, and I just didn't do it lazy. He said, yes, James, always listen to your 6th sense. And since then, I've been listening to that. Today, I was going to walk away from the Main Street Bridge. Something told me on the other side, that little pocket, go over there and cast that fluke. I couldn't walk away. Ever since Mr. England told me that, heck, I've been paying attention to even how I tie my shoes. And I mean, would you know it, in less than about 1.5 feet of water, I seen the whole dabbern thing. It was awesome and got off. So today, if I was to really get after it, be willing to walk these banks, I could find these little holding spots where the smallies hold. Really all this is a much larger Stevens Creek. And all Stevens Creek is a much smaller Sangamon River. With that being said, the reason why I said that is, treat this Sangamon River just like you would that Stevens Creek, James. Smallies going to be holding up in the same portions, same scenarios and circumstance situations, parts of this river, as they do in Stevens Creek. And I'm learning how to take what I learned here back to Stevens Creek too. So it's awesome when you can take 2 bodies of water, learn from each one, put some ideals of success you had on one to the other, and you come to find out, hey, a bass is a bass is a bass, like Bill Dance says. But given the circumstances and certain types of bodies of water, they have to live in, maybe behaving and doing certain things different. But this here, this portion of the river, when I'm learning from fishing for smallies, it's about the same thing. Fishing Stevens Creek, you just have to consider this is much bigger. So I'm gonna get after it and hopefully I get some fish. Thank you. God bless you.